Hey, what is going on, guys? So today is going to be another vinyl update video. So over there is some new stuff that I got on vinyl, and also I'm gonna give you another cassette update. And today I also felt like I figured, why the hell not? I might as well show off my CD collection as well. But yeah, I'm not gonna go through everything I have over there, because if you see my other videos, you know exactly what I got. And of course, same goes for this stack over here. But yeah, I'm just gonna go through all the new stuff that I added to my vinyl collection. So we're gonna start off with this gem right here. This is Black Sabbath OG. This is the green label copy. And this is a first press. This is really fucking cool. Little piece of music history right here. The album that started it all. And it's an original. Fucking awesome. There's that. And when I saw this at my local record store, I just had to pick it up, because sadly this was Mike Howe's last album that he did with the band before he unfortunately killed himself. So yeah, this is Damned If You Do by Metal Church. Pretty solid record. Now here's another really cool addition to my collection. This was a rare find at my local record store. This right here is a band called Reverend that features David Wayne from Metal Church. Now this was a band that was originally called Heretic, but then they changed the name to Reverend, and this was actually Mike Howe's band before he joined Metal Church, and then David Wayne right there joined these guys, and then they changed the band to Reverend. And this is the debut album right here, and this is a first press, and it's still got the shrink wrap and the hype sticker. So yeah, this is a pretty rare album, pretty expensive album too. But yeah, it's really fucking good. If you've never heard it, I highly recommend it. Some pretty good stuff, even though there's only like 4 tracks on here, but it's still a solid album. Now this right here is Dream Theater Scenes from a Memory. Now they started to come out with these really cool colored vinyl disc, re-releases of all of Dream Theater's classic albums. So yeah, this is a reissue. Pretty fucking awesome. Absolutely love this album. And speaking of Dream Theater, I went and saw them not too long ago, and the show was fucking amazing. I have two videos uploaded on my channel of them performing, so you can go ahead and check it out on your own time. And here's Images and Words, another reissue that just came out recently. And here's something that I picked up today. This is Possessed 7 Churches. I recently just started listening to this band, and they're pretty fucking awesome. And yeah, this album is heavy as fuck and dark as fuck and evil as fuck, and it's just, I mean, it's just everything that you would want out of a fucking heavy metal album. And yeah, these guys were basically the pioneers of death metal. So yeah, fucking awesome shit right here. And this right here is one of the newer re-releases of the album, and it's a green vinyl disc. Now here right here is the cream of the crop for my collection. This right here is an original Black Dragon Records copy of Epicus Doomicus Metallicus by Candlemass. Very rare album, very expensive album. And yeah, well, like one of the greatest doom metal albums ever. If you haven't heard of it, I highly recommend it. But yeah, fucking awesome shit right here. So yeah, you know, there's that for all my vinyls. Now I might as well show you everything I have on CD. This is the Best of Dio compilation album. Very nice. And Moving Pictures by Rush. And 2112 by Rush. And this, I also picked this up today at my local record store. I bought this along with, you know, the vinyl version of Seven Churches by Possessed. I also decided to pick up this this is a 2011 reissue of the album. And yeah, they also had this here. They also had this at my local record store. So yeah, I decided to, you know, also pick this up today. Yeah, pretty fucking awesome. And here's another compilation album. This is a Rush compilation album. Motley Crue, Shout at the Devil, and Kill 'Em All by Metallica. And here's Bathory, Blood, Fire, Death. Fucking awesome shit right here. And here's Metal Church, the debut album. I mean, what more can I say that hasn't already been said by me about this album? It is just a straight, like, it is honestly a straight up fucking heavy metal masterpiece. Like, all killer, no filler, not one bad song on it. It's just balls to the wall, and it doesn't let up. And yeah, if you haven't, if you've never heard of this record or this band, just go fucking check it out. And here's the second album, The Dark. One day I picked this up at the same record store that I always go to. I picked it up for, I don't know if you can see, but yeah, there you go. I picked it up for $5. And here's a first press original, Blessing in Disguise. This is a pretty expensive CD. I got this for like $30. And Scenes from a Memory. And here's another cream of the crop. This right here is also an original Black Dragon Records release of Epicus Doomicus Metallicus by Candlemass. And another really rare, expensive CD right here. Fucking awesome. And Paranoid, Black Sabbath. Masters of Reality, hands down my favorite Sabbath album in the Ozzy era. And now once again, I would like to thank this guy on YouTube. He goes by the name of Thrash Metal IQ. Go check out his videos. He makes a lot of heavy metal, vinyl, CD, or cassette, videos. And I would like to thank him again for, sending me this. This is an original 1993 re-release of Show No Mercy by Slayer. And here's Hell Awaits. And Rain and Blood. And here's my Iron Maiden albums. Here's the first album. And Killers, very, very underrated. Hands down, like, my favorite Iron Maiden album in the Paul Di'Anno era. Yeah, like I said, very underrated. Number of the Beast. Everybody knows this. And Peace of Mind. And hands down, one of my favorite Maiden albums, Power Slave. And the last album for my CD collection is Fear of the Dark by Iron Maiden. This is some good shit too. All right, now on to my cassette collection. Let's give it a whirl. So yeah, here's a quick overview of everything I got. Move this shit out of the way. I'm gonna start on this side over here. Here's my Bathory albums. I recently just got, you know, the first I recently got the first 5 Bathory albums on cassette. These are I believe 2021 or 2022 reissues on a cassette. Here is hands down one of my favorite Bathory albums. This is Hammerheart. I know a lot of people don't like this album, but me personally, I kind of dig it. You know, I think it's like, I don't know, I just think it's a really good album. And Blood, Fire, Death. Definitely a landmark album for Bathory fans. This is hands down, like, basically everybody's favorite Bathory album. I mean, I can't blame them. I mean, it's just badass fucking black Viking metal. And and here's Under the Sign of the Black Mark by Bathory, the 3rd album. And here's hands down one of the darkest and one of the most evil sounding Bathory albums ever, The Return. This is their 2nd album. Yeah, like I said, some really cool but fucked up and evil heavy shit right here. I mean, this album is evil as fuck. You're just gonna have to listen to it in order to know why. And here's the self-titled debut album, Bathory, from 1984. So yeah, there's that. Images and Words by Dream Theater. Hemispheres by Rush. All the Worlds at Stage by Rush. And the debut album by Rush. And here is hands down one of my favorite Black Sabbath records of all time. Here's Headless Cross. And I happen to have another copy of Headless Cross, but this time this is a sealed copy. And here is Forbidden. One of the hands down one of the most underrated Black Sabbath albums in the Tony Martin era. Also, I know a lot of people don't like this album too, but I mean, I used to not know why people didn't like this album, but then I did a little bit more research and I found out why people don't like this album is because of it, it's because of the production. But I mean, this album does have some really good songs on it, but it's just, I threw this in my boombox and I got thoroughly overwhelmed of how pretty unstable the production is. I mean, I can understand why people don't like this album because of the production, but fear not, because if you don't know, they came out with a remastered and remixed version of this album, and it sounds so much better. I mean, like, you know, it sounds so much better than the original version. I mean, it literally sounds like a brand new, I mean, it literally makes you sound like you're listening to a new Black Sabbath album. So yeah, just give it another listen, give it another chance, but this time, you know, listen to the remix version because it's so much better. Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath. And Marching Out by Yngwie Malmsteen. Odyssey by Yngwie Malmsteen. Hands down, one of my favorite albums. No Prayer for the Dying. Very, very underrated Iron Maiden record. And honestly, my second favorite Iron Maiden album is Somewhere in Time. And Number of the Beast. Jugulator by Judas Priest. And This Is the Painkiller by Judas Priest. And hands down, one of the greatest Judas Priest live albums ever produced, Unleashed in the East. Now on to this side. Fight War of Words. Fucking good shit right here. And I also happen to also pick up a copy of the first Reverend album on cassette as well. And here's Show No Mercy by Slayer. Come on. And here's Diamond Head, Behold the Beginning. I believe this is a compilation record. Not 100% sure, but y'all can correct me in the comments if you want to. And here's some Dokken, Back for the Attack. This is the album that features Dream Warriors. And Ancient Dreams by Candlemass. Nightfall by Candlemass. And the cream of the crop once again for my cassette collection is Epicus Dumicus Metallicus. Yet again, a Black Dragon Records copy. These Black Dragon record copies of Candlemass's first album are really hard to find and really rare. But I am fortunate enough to have this album, you know, specifically original copies on both cassette, vinyl, and CD. This was not cheap. This is like this is a $80 cassette tape right here. I mean, if you happen to, you know, come across it somewhere, or yeah, like if you're lucky enough to find a copy online, yeah, like I said, pretty expensive because it's rare, like I said. And here's Metallica, the Black Album. Master of Puppets. Ride the Lightning. And here's an original 1983 release of Kill 'Em All on cassette. Also pretty expensive too. Pretty expensive cassette tape as well. Human Factor by Metal Church. This is their fourth album. Blessing in Disguise by Metal Church. The Dark by Metal Church. And the debut album by Metal Church. All right, we're on the last row, and then that'll be the end of the video. Guns N' Roses by... No, I mean, Appetite for Destruction by Guns N' Roses. And Whitesnake's debut album. No More Tears by Ozzy. No Rest for the Wicked by Ozzy. The Ultimate Sin by Ozzy. Digitally remastered version of Bark at the Moon. And Blizzard of Oz and Diary of a Madman. So yeah, that right there pretty much wraps up this video. Once again, thanks for watching, and subscribe and leave a comment and hit the like button, and I will see you all later.